My name is Ryan Fohl, and for my sports law risk management plan, I decided to do Carter Finley Stadium. Carter Finley is the stadium for the North Carolina State Wolfpack football team. That's primarily what the stadium is used for. Every once in a while they'll hold concerts. I know they held a Beyonce concert a few years ago. Okay, some of the inherent risks for Carter Finley, there's a bunch of them. One of the big ones is parking. I know we have a ton of areas around here for parking. We combine the areas with PNC Arena, but there's so many people. The stadium holds about 55,000 people, so parking, especially on game days, can be very hectic. There's also a lot of tailgating, so alcohol is a huge thing. Alcohol in the stadium isn't sold because it's a collegiate sporting event, but people do try and sneak in alcohol, and that can pose a huge risk. People can fall down off the stadium or off the bleachers or out of their seats when they're too intoxicated or getting too crazy for the game. Another risk is security. So here is one of the main entrances to the stadium, and we have metal detectors to make sure that everything is caught. We don't want anyone walking into the stadium with things that they shouldn't have, like pocket knives or anything else that could cause harm to other people, or even alcohol or outside food. That's one of the biggest risks that we have here. Also, in the game, one of the biggest risks is people being too crazy for the game. You know, they're too drunk, they're going crazy for Wolfpack, and you know, those people need to be taken care of because they pose a large risk for the stadium and the other fans in the stadium. Okay, so for my risk management plan, we'll start with parking and when fans get to the stadium. We need to have a lot of people and cops and security guards patrolling the tailgate lots to make sure everything's okay. We need to make sure that there's no accidents or no, we need to make sure the traffic flow is doing good to get into the parking lots and into the tailgate lots. That's very important. The next thing would be, entrance into the stadium. We also need to make sure there's security guards and a lot of extra staff stationed around all the entrances. We want to make sure that everyone's getting safely into the arena. We don't want anyone to get anything into the arena that they shouldn't bring. We also want to make sure that the flow is moving correctly. We don't want to have a group of 15,000 people trying to get in the stadium at once and everyone's standing still. We want it to be able to move smoothly, and we want it to work efficiently. Another thing, during the game, the security guards are very vital because people have been drinking for hours before this game. People can get a little crazy for Wolfpack football, so we need to make sure that everyone's having a safe and enjoyable atmosphere. We need to make sure that the security guards are able to deal with and handle the people in the stadium to make that, prohibit this from happening. And then the last step would be exiting the stadium. Especially during close games, we have 50,000 people all leaving at once. We need to make sure that everyone's having a safe and efficient exit out of the stadium to get back to their cars and then to leave the lots. That causes a lot of manpower. And in order for that to be done, there needs to be a lot of policies and procedures in place to get everyone out safely at once. And as far as the impact on the stadium, this could have a huge impact if we could just implement these policies and procedures. Our fans can have a lot more enjoyable experience. They'll be able to better support NC State football and better enjoy their game day atmosphere. And I hope that they listen to the policies and procedures that I've outlined, and hopefully they can better operate as a stadium altogether and look better throughout the NCAA.